Already. He got me cracking up in the building today. Welcome to the Shine Your Light podcast, y'all. Of course, I am your host, Lachelle Hooks. Woo, 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 woo. I said a woo, woo, woo. It's like a roll call. You know what I'm saying? My woo, woo, woo. It's like a roll call. But welcome, y'all.
I wasn't going to say nothing. I would.
Yes, Lord. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, y'all. You know, if you're listening and if you're tuning in, y'all my family, y'all my cousins and them. I just want to say I am so excited about this message today. I'm so honored to have this wonderful person up in the studio today. I'm so excited for him to be here. I want to go ahead and get right on into this message. Let's welcome Myron Jewell to the Shine Your Light podcast. Hey, Myron.
Hey.
Yeah. Raise the roof. I feel like you raise the roof absolutely everywhere you go, unintentionally, naturally. So really quick, I just want to share something about, you, something that I've observed over the years. We didn't know each other super close, but you were always just that person on stage that we were able to enjoy, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So I really want you to know that I've always seen you as a shining star, that I've always seen the gift that's within you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I thank you for the laughter. I thank you for the good vibes. I thank you for being a light in a lot of our lives to help us to be distracted from the everyday world and really just, be in the moment with you, right? And just enjoy life, right? So I want to thank you for that,
Appreciate you.
Yeah, that gift is absolutely, it doesn't go unnoticed, Lord. So we want to thank Myron Jewell, comedian Myron Jewell, for being here, y'all.
Appreciate you. Make me feel good. Trying to sauce me up so I can tell all my business. No,
just a little bit. But you know what? It's purpose in it all, right? It's purpose in it all. So, before we get started, before I do a little digging with Myron, go get my shovel and stuff. I want to tell y'all just a little bit, about me, right? I truly believe, like I was just telling Myron, like I was just telling Tommy, who's also in the building. Hey, Tommy.
Hey.
I truly believe that everything that we go through has purpose, right? We go through a lot of trials and tribulations, but it is to create who we are today, equip us for life, and to teach somebody else how to get through it as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know y'all not used to the serious Myron. Y'all not used to, y'all used to the laughs and the jokes, but we're going to bring a little balance today because I really want to get into the man Myron, the king Myron, right? Not just the comedian, because there's so much more to him than just what we see on stage. You know what I'm saying? With his shirt off, you know what I'm saying? Showing all the ladies all his goodness and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real quick, do you got a stripper day? Because I
ain't no stripper. That's not like you got a stripper day. I'll be the worst stripper ever, man.
I'll just say, you walk up on that stage with your shirt off, giving all the laughs and the loves. I could just.
That's skinny, man. So that's just something I was comfortable with. But
I could see Magic Myron.
I do it for fun. Magic Myron. See, I was doing it for fun, man. I'll be doing it for fun, having fun. The ladies really be liking my little skinny body.
They absolutely
They be like,
do.
You got a nice body. Like, man, I'm skinny as hell.
As they should. Like, we see them ass peeking through as we should.
Everybody got them under their meat. I just ain't got no meat body
fat. Ain't nobody got time.
So
Magic Myron, y'all.
Magic Myron.
Coming to your city soon. Okay. 2 for 1. Myron. You get the comedy and the show. Okay, you get it all. All
right, man. Y'all gotta pay up front then.
And I'm sure they would. But on a real tip here, tell you a little bit about me. Like I kind of told you a little briefly about my story. I'm from Chicago. Most of our family is, but my mom was kind of, got into a bad situation, moved up here and moved into a shelter. Didn't have any family up here in Milwaukee, but Milwaukee had a lot of resources to help our family. You know, so we stayed in a shelter. They helped us to eventually get a house. You know, my mom was a struggling single mom. I had to get a job at 13 years old to, you know, to help her to pay the bills. Ended up getting 2 jobs at 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? So created that mindset to, regardless of what the situation is, you know, if you can do something to help it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't just sit there and allow life to overtake you. You know, you got to get to work. You got to get to work, because I promise you, I am a witness, y'all. If you let it, life will run you over with no problems if you let it, right?
Facts.
So goals and all type of stuff. But before we get to how you accomplish a lot of the things that you've accomplished thus far, let's get into the foundation of comedian Myron Jewell. Is that okay?
Yeah. What's that? That's thunder?
Don't it kind of sound like
thunder? I thought that was thunder. Was that thunder?
It does kind of sound like thunder. I'm dropping bombs around here.
That was a bomb. Oh, okay. That was a bomb. I thought it was thunder, and I was like, okay.
You got the candle, you got the thunder.
Yeah,
Lord.
That's what I thought. I'm like, you sound to set a mood in here. Like,
yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So before Myron had 158,000 YouTube subscribers and over 700,000 TikTok followers. You know, there was a kid, Myron. You know, there was just like there's many kids out there. So can you just tell us just a little bit about your background, where you came from, all that good stuff?
Hey, look at that. You got me blushing, man. Look at me.
As you should be. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, no, but
that's how we be when you walk up on that stage with your shirt off.
I'm out there trying to
flex on them, King. Flex.
But no, I'm born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Grew up on 24th and Locust. You know, that's dead smack in the center of the hood.
I know.
Going up there, I grew up in a house with a lot of kids. My grandma kind of like helped raise me as well. So, but before that, I always be twisting this up. I'm like the worst explainer, because then I tell everything, but because it be popping in my head as I go, you know what I'm saying? But
do your thing.
So, okay. So before I even stayed with my grandma, it was me, my sister, one of my older brothers, my dad, and my mom. We stayed together.
Picture.
Yeah, we all stayed together. So it was us 3, my mom, my dad. It's crazy. We stayed on 24th and Locust down the street from my grandma, but just between Locust and Chambers. Okay. My grandma stayed between Locust and Hadley. Okay. So it's the same side and everything, but we stayed there. But I don't really have too much memories of like my mom. I know my dad used to fight her a lot. I remember that I was like in kindergarten or something, but I used to remember that, but I didn't never know why, you know what I'm saying? So I got older, which I'm sure we get into later, right. But I found out why as I got older, but he ended up taking us away from her. You know, my mom went and did her own thing, and my brother that was there, he went with my granny on my mom's side, which had my other brother, which was our oldest brother. Mm-hmm. But me and my sister was my dad's kids out of the 4 at the time. You know what I mean? So he kept us with him, and he took us to my grandma's house because he used to be on the road a lot. Okay. You know what I mean? And then when he wasn't on the road, it's crazy because he met my stepmom, who stayed across the street from my grandmother on 24th. So everybody just stayed in the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So
I've always seen you, you know, from what I've witnessed from afar, you've always had so much respect for women.
Yeah, and this is why. So being raised around a lot of women, it's crazy. It's funny that you realize that. So my stepmom, she stayed across the street, and we would just be back and forth. Like if my dad got mad at my stepmom, he'd just take us across the street to my grandma's house, and vice versa. When he back good, he'd be like, "Come over here." So it was like we was back. But my grandma really raised me. My stepmom had a big part of my life as well. Yeah. But she had 5 girls. She had no boys. She had 5 daughters. So that tell you, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then my auntie, when I stayed in my grandma's house, my auntie stayed upstairs and she had 7 kids, but 5 of hers was girls and 2 boys. So
big
that's
family.
10 girls that I'm around on top of my auntie, my stepmom, my grandma. So it's like they teach you how to just treat a woman as you growing up. I feel like that's why my standards be high outside of me at the times when I just want to be a man.
Right.
But when it comes to like actually dating,
because I've always seen you as a man. You know, I know the comedian Myron, that's a portion of you. You know, what's done on stage, that's a portion of you. It is it's very authentic, you know, it's your creativity, it's all that good stuff, but you are a whole grown man at the end of the day that desires his family, that desires his wife, right? You know what I'm saying? If she's a good woman.
Oh, yes.
If she's deserving of that, right?
I thought you should have had a wife now. I said, whoa.
No, yeah.
No, but I get what you're saying.
We'll give it a little time. We'll give it a little time. You know, although I do be trying to auction them off, okay? Because I see those traits in you. You know, you've always been that. So raised by your grandma, you know, raised around women. Did you have any male guidance?
Well, besides my father, I did. My uncle Darren was like my favorite uncle, which was my dad's youngest brother. Right. And he was young. He was so cool. He used to let us wear his hats. And he was so fun, though. Like he always just was like the cool, you know what I mean? Right. He disciplined us, but he was so cool. And he's part of the reason, and I always give him and my grandfather on my mom's side, they are the two guys that really put in me that to be a go-getter.
Okay.
Because my dad was doing it with music, but he also didn't go as far as he could because he didn't want to get on planes and stuff. And you know what I mean? I used to hear my auntie and I'm like, he ain't gonna never make it all the way. He's scared to get on planes. He don't want to travel. He was real good with the bass. Like he took me to jam for peace and all type of stuff, let me meet plenty of celebrities. So he's done a lot and he was in my life a lot. You know what I mean? Right. But that was one thing, you know, it'd be certain things in you. Like it's gonna be something in my son that he gonna show his son that I didn't show him. And I didn't realize I didn't show him. You know what I mean? Even though I'm showing him everything I feel like I am, right. There's going to be something about me that my son going to want to do with his son. Be like, I got to make this better.
Because we discover new things along the way on the journey. And what are we doing if we're not getting better? I don't want, you know, my son is 16, your son is 16. There's absolutely no way I want my son to be just like me or to do the same things that I want him to be so much better. So exactly. In that instance, I will understand that. Facts. So the reason why we even, you know, we're not just giving our business out, y'all. Right. The reason why we even, you know, sharing these stories and really allowing y'all to dive, not just into my life, because y'all know I tell my business up here, okay, but also into Myron's life, is because we want to shine the light on not just the perseverance, but also hope. You know Facts. What I'm saying? That you can be one out of, I don't know, he done named 17 umpteen kids, okay?
Man, it was a lot.
You can be one of them babies and still literally have absolutely everything already in you, right? To strive.
Facts. And that's what a lot of people don't know because they don't have people pushing them. Like me graduating high school, I wanted to graduate on my own. Like my cousins I was around, my sisters, my stepsisters, they did. But in my other house, like with all my cousins, a lot of them didn't graduate school. Like I was getting up going to school and they were still laying in the bed. Nobody was making them get up. And we 8th grade, freshman, sophomore.
Wow.
I'm like, whoa, not all of them. That was just a couple, but some just still didn't graduate. But I remember I was like, ain't no way. I don't want to be like this.
Right.
And I love my family to death, you know what I mean? Even to this day. And
that was a decision because you kind of had the space to be that if you wanted to.
And my dad cared about school, but at the end of the day, he on the road a lot doing that. So it's like, I knew that he really couldn't. That's like when I used to get in trouble. I used to be like, by the time he come back home in a week, he ain't gonna be calm. I'm gonna do good all week. So by the time he come back, he been in for God or just talk to me about it, but he ain't boiling like he was on the phone when I first did it, you know? So
probably because you're good outweigh your bad. Plus, I feel like you was making them laugh and doing like stuff.
Yeah, I was always the goofy cousin, skinny cousin. So like with me even taking my shirt off on stage, I've been doing that literally since I was a kid. Like they'll be like, dance for $1, and you know all the kids be dancing. I always would take my shirt off and swing it in the air, and I was like,
woo, 10, I knew 11. Magic Myron was in there. I knew he was in there.
Yeah, right, man. Stop it, man.
Come on now, you get that wife. She gonna love it.
No, that's when I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be danced out by then.
No, that's when it all's gonna come out.
People always ask me that though. They be like I didn't get on stage one day and just try that and it worked. I was so comfortable doing it. For the first time I ever just randomly did it was because I always been doing it my whole life.
Yeah.
I was getting whoopings every day from elementary school.
Isn't that crazy how we don't even know what's like preparing us
Yeah,
for what's ahead.
and that's crazy because I liked comedy. Like I seen Chris Tucker on Friday when I was at elementary school, so I used to be like, dude, funny, but I never thought that I would do comedy. I knew I was goofy, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead, you know, because I was like, I was like super goofy but shy at the same time.
Really?
That makes sense. Yeah. It was so.
I
It
could
was like,
never see you as shy.
yeah, because it was like it depends on who's around at the time. So I had times where I'd be like, and it's crazy because people don't realize that I'm still like that to this. Like Kelly Kells will tell you that she'd be like, so all y'all think Myron is always hyping. She'd be like, Myron really can come in the room and just be like to herself and like into a shell. Unless I come in with high energy already, that's what my mood was. But if I come in, it's not bad energy. It's just if I come in a room and I don't know nobody in here, and everybody
observe the room. Yeah. You can't just, you know, it's a whole lot up in this shell, but I can't be.
It's different it's different if they, it's different if they know you. Right. But if you come in there and it look like don't nobody have a clue who you are, and then your energy, think
you crazy, Lord.
Yeah, your body. You know how your body can just absorb energy. Yeah. If I walk in and the energy just hit me like, oh, this is a serious room in here, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Did you feel the love in this room?
Yeah, I was cool. Okay, I was super cool. Yeah, I was cool.
Be serious, but yeah, no. You feel all the love.
No. I mean, these are like random people I've never met in my life and things like that. But yeah, I was a class clown, like on my own time. If that makes sense. Like I was like that a lot, but it felt like I was doing it on my own. But if somebody would say, "Hey, come do this right now," I used to be like, I get shy. Aww. You know, I used to be shy as ever. Like, man, I don't want to do it right now. Then when I'm by myself,
all of those situations was training you for what you do professionally now.
Yes. I used to be scared to do presentations. So I was like, how can I ever do stand-up comedy? But then it's like I had to learn how to be me on stage.
Yeah.
You know, when you first start doing comedy, you kind of feel like I felt like I was trying to be a comedian. My first show was like, you know what I mean? Like trying to be what I thought I was supposed to be based off of what I seen on TV comedians. Then I realized, I said, you have to be that same person that you are when you're around your friends in the house, the person that you've been your whole life, class
and that's
clown.
What people connect with.
And then I just became that. And it just, you know, I don't want to say too much yet because we got questions. I don't
Amen to that. Amen to that. But yeah, we do got a couple things to cover. I do want to point out just a couple things, you know, for the youngins out there. You went into so much, but I just want to highlight the fact that, like we said, you were amongst a whole bunch of kids, right? A whole bunch of other teenagers.
And my mom had a total of 6 kids with me and my sister because I didn't name everybody, but
shout out to them. Shout out to the fam.
Yeah, my dad had 3 other kids outside of my mom. So I got real big brothers, like a big family with brothers and sisters. And then I had my stepsisters, and then I had all my cousins that we was like brothers and sisters.
A whole bunch of them. Team Myron. Shout out to Team Myron. Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of us.
But you had the space, and especially, you know, in those type of situations, the adults, you know, they don't have time to be looking out for absolutely every single child. They really don't. You know, that's as much attention as they need. You know, we're going to give them grace in those instances because they're dealing with life. And a lot of times, like I said, they don't have that attention span and that care to be able to give every single child what they need. Right. Mm-hmm. A lot of young people right now share that same story. A lot of young people right now share that same story, or some people they the only child, and they still don't get what they need necessarily from their parent. Mind you, again, I was working 2 jobs at 16, making more than my mom and paying rent when I was 13 years old. Right. Mm-hmm. But out of all of that, you had a choice, right?
Facts.
You made a choice at a very young age to do what you needed to do to graduate from high school, you know, and
I ain't go to college, but I knew I wasn't going to college.
And that's all right.
I ain't knocking nobody, but I was
that's all right.
I was like, my goal was to get out of high school.
Steve Harvey didn't go to college.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't necessarily believe that it's for everybody.
I regret it.
I do believe it's for a whole bunch of people, and I encourage you to go to college.
Facts.
I want my son to absolutely go to college. Your son is definitely, you know, our kids is going to college. Ain't got
not
no
an
choice.
option. Yeah, I'm like, it's not an option.
Ain't got no choice.
We come from a different upbringing.
Amen. Exactly.
Hey, they not coming
up.
My
mom didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? But again, they had a different environment than us. You know, they were dealing with a lot of addictions and, you know, all different things. So I can honestly say my circumstances are better than my mom's, you know, and my sons now, you know, are better than
as it should be.
Yeah,
That's how it's supposed to
exactly.
be,
We
man.
get better and better. So
Generations get better.
y'all
and better.
out here, Kia boys and girls, you know what I'm saying? All these babies and all this and that, you have a choice,
Facts.
I do believe that, the justice system is set up, to go against our people, all right, our community. I absolutely believe that. But again, I see you, Tommy. But again, there's some things that are avoidable with choices. So regardless of your circumstances, regardless of how you grew up, regardless of the cards that you were dealt, it's not what you were dealt, it's how you play them, right?
Facts.
Because even if listen, I'm gonna make something out of nothing, okay? Don't play me in spades. Ain't nobody got time. I'm a spadeologist, okay? Ain't nobody got time. Yeah.
Keep pushing that thunderstorm, but
Dominologist as well. Let's go. My mathematician on the dominoes. Don't play with me.
See, I know how to play dominoes.
Let's get it.
I don't play those games with strategy. I just play to get my points.
Oh no.
So if I win, it's just by luck. Even spades, I don't count cards or dominoes. I just put out what I got and try to get points.
I hate people who count cards and count your dominoes.
Yeah, they be doing that, man. They be counting.
Absolutely
put the big six out.
See, look,
put the big six out. Yeah. I know you got it.
That means you don't know how to
you
play.
Be like this, man. Like,
you don't know how to play if you don't know what's in the next person's
I'm not
hands.
finna be sitting up there thinking about all the sixes.
Talking about?
So how many? I think what is it, like 7 each number or something like that. It's something
for what? Dominoes or for spades?
No, I'm talking about for dominoes. Like it's 6, right? Because they only go up to 6.
It's 7 because it's blank 1 and then 1 1.
Oh yeah. So that's still
blank blank.
Oh,
or blank 1, blank 2, blank. So it's the blank and then the 1. I don't know. It's the 6. Lord.
It gotta be. It
only goes up to 6, but
yeah. So that's 6 dominoes. I
guess so.
But people be counting. They be like, put it out.
It's exactly what's in your hand.
Because they are
supposed to play with strategy. So let me ask you this:
not counting that.
Do you strategize? When it comes to? It's not. I didn't see it live on there. But it's all good.
What's that? I just put that over there.
Oh, okay. It's 7. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, girl. Hey, D.
I think that's.
I love her.
She might be wrong. That's 7 cards. I don't know. She right, man. I don't know yet.
So Myron, 158,000 YouTube subscribers once again. Over 700,000 TikToks once again. Got the stripper video coming out. Magic Myron.
Man, stop it, man. The crazy thing is,
I produced it.
The crazy thing is with them TikTok and that YouTube, I literally just built that up 2 months ago.
Really?
Because I was like,
you got that many in 2 months?
On YouTube, I was at 14,000, but it been like that for like the past 4 years because I never cared about YouTube, and it went up on its own, like just by itself. But I wasn't posting. It was just when you got a name or other stuff, people start looking for you, but there was no traction on the page because I wasn't really posting on it. So that's why I didn't stick. But TikTok, I was at 200K for like the past 2 years. I didn't really care. Once it got there, I kind of was just all Instagram and Facebook. That's what my main following and my flow was. But when I came to visit my son, I just started putting them in videos and they started going viral. And then my YouTube just shot up to 158? Well, 158 subscribers in like a month or two. Like 2 months, and my TikTok shot up to almost 800K. All that it happened at the same time. I was taking everything I put on TikTok and putting it on YouTube on my YouTube Shorts, and they was both growing. I was like, whoa! And I got my little plaque.
I got 200 on TikTok.
1,000.
Really?
No, 200.
200.
Just
200. Yeah, I don't even think I'm at 200.
I was proud until you start talking.
Oh, well, I had negative 150,000. That makes me feel better.
If y'all watch his videos, like real talk, if y'all watch his videos, and I told you this before as well, Myron, like there's a vibe and like a spirit there, you know what I'm saying? And it's so positive and it's so uplifting, especially the videos with you and your son, especially the videos with you and your niece, and your nephew. Like there's this energy that's undeniable, when you watch those videos. Fofo, that is, I listened to that song so many times and it it just brightened up my day because and you can tell us a little bit about where that song come from. Honestly, I feel like it needs to be on a track, like not playing.
It is.
I got like 7, 8 songs with Fofo. I just got to make music videos to them, like not outside of the ones that me and B Jones and the singing girl and I do with the those are like videos, but I actually went into a studio in Atlanta and I just was like freestyling and stuff. Like I was picking songs and having fun with it, man. Natural. It's funny. It's they hilarious.
So when I was listening to it, I'll be on my spiritual journey and all this and that. But when I was listening to it and the Hubaka, you had the little water gun and everything. I'm listening to it, and before you even got to your last pose, I'm here, like what I saw, what I envisioned was the water gun was like your prayers, right? Mm-hmm. And you was like shooting the enemy. And the fact that you ended up, in prayer, at mm-hmm. the very end, I think there's just so much more to it than what meets the eye. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it literally, I think I was feeling a little down that day and I watched a video and I was just cheesing and I watched it over and over again. Because it truly did uplift me, mm-hmm. It was really, it was very joyful, mm-hmm. So I do believe you out here healing the world, not just as Magic Myron, but I do really believe that, you're healing the world with your laughter. And I think that's why it caught on fire like that. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people, who has faced some of the situations that you face, some of the hardships that you face, Lord knows I've faced many. Okay. They would have just stayed and they would have just stayed there. No, was it times, I know you said, we talked personally, you said you got your comedy from your uncle, you just said, and also from your father as well, right?
Yeah. And my mom as well.
Oh, your mom too? Yeah. See, it was natural.
Like just from what I said, she was goofy. Just from that little, just for the, when I broke it down.
So that is absolutely a part of your core. And that's why, you can't freestyle. You can't just go and do a skit, not necessarily knowing what you're going to say, but it catches because every single time it's you. Facts. Like even the video that I just posted on my page, just so funny, y'all. And I think, regardless of who's doing skits, like there's only one you. Facts. Nobody can do you like you, right?
People have told me that before too. Like other big social media people that I know, they be like, they say it, even if they got a bigger following than me and some that's under me or some that has the same amount, they say that. They say, bro, like nobody can do you. Especially they love when I talk fast and get the stutter, and they don't understand. I don't do that on purpose. When I really be in the video,
I saw your nephew talking about it. He said when you be yelling at
him. Yeah. Because they be like, I do that like in real life. If I get mad, I do that. So that's why when I be in them skits, I put my mind in the frame. Like when I'm getting caught or something or whatever, and I got to turn up, I always do it. And I really be getting stuck because my mind is racing and I know what I want to say, but it ain't coming out the way I want it to come out. Aww. So I keep it.
Yeah.
Because it became something. So when they was laughing,
my son actually does that sometimes.
They was like, I love when he stutter. I said, if you ask me to do that right now, like fake it, I can't. Right. I gotta like just get hype and start talking.
Thing.
And then they be like, what? Be like,
that's funny that it's comedy to them. But yeah, it's just a natural thing. Natural.
Yeah, facts.
King Myron.
Facts.
So before I auction you off, you know what I'm saying? No, but for real. Like I witnessed, and I'm sure a lot of people that are watching right now, we witnessed like the beginning before the fire, mm-hmm. before the 158, thousand and growing, mm-hmm. only within 2 months, mm-hmm. YouTube subscribers. Like I saw you on the stage in the beginning, you talked about a little shyness and all of that. Was there ever a time that you felt like you wanted to give up, that you didn't want to keep going and pursue? Or did you always have that like drive?
No, it's times that you be like, because I felt like mine was when I used to, when you doing something for a while, or you start to kind of put a time on yourself in your head, like a time limit. You know what I mean? To where you feel like, oh, it's been 2 years and I've been grinding and nothing's happened. Like you can't put a time on it. So it's like you have to just keep going. And it was like, even after 2 years, I was telling myself, I'm like, there's no way I can stop now.
Right.
And I was seeing results. It's not like I was 2 years with no results. Right. I was seeing results. I just felt like in 2 years, based off me watching other people on social media, I'm like, ain't no way I ain't supposed to be bigger than this right now. However it was going, you know what I mean?
Everybody's journey is different.
Yeah, stand-up comedy, like if you had a bad show, it make you second guess it at times, even though you know this was for you. It's like, man, maybe I don't need to be doing it, whatever. But then you like, no, you got way more great shows and bad shows, and it happens to the best. Yes. You have to put that in your head too. Like Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart, but he's had bad shows before on the come up. He won't now, and I'm sure he still thinks he has bad shows here and there. To him, certain times, not the stuff he put out on tape, obviously, but
love Kevin Hart. Yes.
Just going around when he's touring to get ready for his tour. I'm sure he does stuff, and he's probably like, that was a trash night today for me, but we'll never think it because we already sold on him. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, I had moments, but I came too far to quit. And then as time went further and further, I really wasn't quitting. And I felt like I would let my son down if I quit, and I would be teaching him how to be a quitter. So I can't be screaming at him like, you got to do this, you can't, this. And then he see me start comedy and I stop. Then if I get a job, then I stop that and then go back. I'm just teaching him to just not be stable.
Be the example.
Yes.
Yes. I love that. I want to drop a bomb for her. Is that okay?
Say thunder. She keeps talking about a bomb.
I gotta get my own buttons. Lord. But yes, that is great advice for the people who are, whatever your lane is, whatever you're doing, if you don't believe in yourself, don't expect nobody else to.
Man,
you gotta go and do it for you.
She just said a mouthful because those are things that you deal with too on your journey. So you can have your best friends, your close friends, and you can tell them about what you want to do. You know what I mean? You can tell them like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. But mentally, you think because you tell them that they're supposed to just automatically just jump right on and be head all the way in with you. But it's like, they're not, because it's not their dream. You know what I mean? You have to show them. And if it's your real friends, you have to show them. Like my friends in the beginning, when I used to make the videos, I used to feel some type of way, but I would never say no. I used to be like, man, they ain't even sharing my videos. Ooh. And they always my friends, but these are my close, like my friends to this day, my right hands.
Right.
Then, but my mental was so strong that it was like, because it hit me, because one of my close friends, he would always say like, bro, you got to show us that you like for real, like, you for real? He said, you be doing it, you stop, you do this. This is how it was in the beginning, like the beginning. And I used to be
that is a real friend to give you that type of.
Yeah, I had to sit down and really think about that stuff on my own. It's like you are expecting glory from your friends and you ain't even taking it serious yet.
Right.
And then when I started taking it serious,
great advice.
When I started taking it serious, you see them come around, but it ain't like they waited till I got big. They just seen me taking it serious. Nobody still knew me for comedy just yet. And you know what I mean?
Okay, so kind of go over just a little bit, like paint a picture of you like taking it seriously. Like what did you begin to do? What was different?
What was different was obviously my consistency, and I went tunnel vision.
There we go.
So I had a job I was working at for 9 years. I probably like the last 4 or 5 years, I was thinking heavy about going to comedy, but I just never had enough guts to get out and try it, because I felt like that means I won't be making any money, because you get sacrifices. No money. I have a son that I have to make sure he's good. So if there's no money, how do I take care of
dreams? Is a risk. It can be risky. It can be scary.
Yeah, it was just that man. So it was man. It was. Yeah. It was different, boy. You know what I'm saying?
What did you feel within you, that really fueled you to be like, forget it, I'm just gonna do it, and what happens.
Because see, I had to mind prep myself. Yeah, yes. So this is the thing. I had a mind. My friend kept asking, my same homie, man. Shout out to Gio, man. That's one of my best friends.
Gio.
He was like, he always would say that, like, man, when I said I was quitting, he said, you sure you gonna quit? He said, man, you probably can do this while you work too, bro. Like, woo, you got your son. Like, he telling me real stuff. And I was like, nah, bro. I said, when I get off work, I be tired. So every time I said I was gonna do videos, I was going to bed. Then I wake up, gotta go to third shift. I wasn't getting nothing done. So I knew I had to quit. And my heart was telling me, like, this, you ain't supposed to be working for nobody. You're supposed to be doing, you have to jump in. So for those years, I was prepping myself like for the worst of worst, like going broke, not having nothing. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go back and get a job, or are you gonna just thug it out and really figure this out and do it? And guess what? All of that happened. I had money saved. I spent that because you just out. You ain't got nothing to do. I ain't at work, so you just spending money.
Anytime you outside,
I'm in a club. Yeah, I'm in a club buying some rock bottles and stuff and all that. my money go away. I had 401k. I go check out my 401k. It was like $18,000. So I'm like, okay. I said, okay, I got 18. I'm thinking that's a lot to, I mean,
it's
money.
Being trick daddy to these ladies.
No, I never was being trick daddy. I was just,
Myron.
I was just, I was younger. So it was like, I'm just buying clothes.
Oh, okay.
Because, if you got 18, you get to 15, you spend 3,000, you got a lot of stuff. You like, I still got 15, I'm good. Then you just spend another 3, and it keep going down. Like, nah, I got 12, I'm still good. Before you know it, you down to 1,000. You like, now you trying to hold on to everything. Like, man, I don't want to eat. I don't want to do nothing. But I'm like, I was to starve myself, man. But
nobody got time.
Yeah, I just knew I prepped myself for the worst possible. And I just went for it. I just went for it, man, because I knew that I was going to have to take a sacrifice. And I refused to just keep working for somebody. And my job loved me. And all I did was, they know I was silly. I was like that for 9 years with them. So they knew it.
And
so
they loved you around.
They said, go for it. You're great. They didn't want to lose me, but they knew I was going after after my dreams. And it was like, it took everything in me to quit that job because it was great money. I was used to it. It wasn't even like bad, but I knew in my heart, that's not what I wanted to do. Like, it was an easy, cool job, but sacrifices, man. And I just always was like,
bet on yourself,
man.
Invest in yourself,
consistency.
And honestly, write the vision down, make it plain. Absolutely. Write a plan down, all that good stuff. But where you see yourself is typically where you're going to be. If you see yourself at a job for the rest of your life, get ready to be there, but if you envision your greatness for yourself and greater for yourself and happiness, and then your actions line up with it, right? Because we ain't delusional out here. Your actions need to line up with your plan.
And that's when
you started to begin seeing things come into fruition.
My whole thing was like to stay consistent to the fact that anytime I didn't care about likes, views, or nothing in the beginning because I knew nobody knew.
That's the most important thing because you're not doing it for that.
Yeah, I didn't care about no money. I didn't care about nothing. All I cared about was building my name up so that when people talk comedy, they're saying Myron.
Yeah,
and it was like I had Milwaukee. I didn't think about the world first. I said, I have to make my city love me first.
I respect that you always bring up your city too.
Oh, like I have to because they really made me who I am. I know people say Milwaukee ain't
Tell that girl you call her later.
I ain't answering it. But
Magic Myron's busy.
I knew people say Milwaukee don't support. And I understand why people would say that at times, you know what I mean? But from traveling the world and being in different cities, we all say the same thing. You can go to Dallas, you go to Atlanta, you can go to LA, you can go to Vegas. They're going to say, man, nobody support you. I got to move. And you be like, huh? So I learned, I said, we all say that. But the thing is, you can't focus and worry about who supports you, who likes you, who do it for you and just keep going. All I did was I literally went tunnel vision. I didn't care about no likes, comments. I didn't care who's sharing. I didn't care. My family didn't share. My best friends didn't share. I knew my purpose. And it was like, let me make my city love me. So let me post as much as I can every day. So that when you get on Facebook, you just see me, whether you like me or not.
Right.
See, do you like me? You're going to keep seeing me, or you're not going to like me, and you're going to grow to love me because you keep seeing me.
Exactly.
That
Shout
was
out to
my mindset.
Team Myron. I am Team Myron.
Yeah,
anytime I can look at your videos and it brings me joy, I'm Team Myron. Plus, Jesus' hometown didn't support him, so ain't nobody got time.
Did you went around and do the roast?
I never came to one only because of how I am.
Oh no, I'm talking about on the social media. That's how I started. I used to do these roasts. Okay,
so I did watch a video of you doing it, and y'all was killing it. But it was your birthday.
Okay, but I'm saying that's a birthday roast. I'm saying like I used to make videos like side by side split screens and roast people from Milwaukee, and post that on social media because this way before I knew you. But
Shell is sensitive, so I probably didn't watch them.
No, but it was this is way before I knew you. Okay, so,
but that's how it got started.
Yeah, one of my friends was telling me like, man, you don't need to roast people because, and they still my friend today. So it wasn't nothing bad. They was just going off based off of what they were hearing behind closed doors from other people.
Because it's making people not like
bad and stuff. And I was like, I said I knew what I was doing. I was just trying to make myself be known in the city because I never roasted. Nothing personal,
right?
To me, I was roasting what I seen in the picture, and I told him that. I said, "Bro, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings." I said, "I'm roasting what I see in this specific picture." People were sending me pictures like, "Roast this girl, she don't take care of kids." I said, "I'm not doing that because now that's personal."
That's personal. So, not only that, but you grew up in that type of household, so you're not looking at it in a personal sense at all. You like this is our culture. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is.
I just kept going. Long story short, I just kept.
Remember that time I asked you not to rib me? I was like, Lord, please don't rib me.
Yeah. Everybody was scared thinking because I started on the internet. That's why everybody thought I would roast it when they come to shows and stuff like that. And I did used to roast a lot, but when my homie told me that, like, no, man, people get mad. Ooh, I said,
all my life I had to fight.
I said, bro, I'm not thinking about none of them because I said when I'm out walking around, everybody's showing me love. Ain't nobody trying to fight me. So, but I was like, bro, and I told him, I said, I have a plan. I said, I'm doing this for a reason. I'm not trying to roast people off ever, but I was taking all the important people in Milwaukee, put them in roast, the rappers, the singers, the promoters, the DJs, whatever, because I knew that when I posted it, they were all the people that like them gonna share it and be like, who is this roasting you? And the people that don't like them definitely gonna share. So it's gonna create chaos. That was my whole mental behind it. Like I want people to see if I roasted you
like a seed, right?
Yeah, if I roasted you side by side today and put it out there, all the people that know you gonna share it, and all the girls that dislike you or dudes that dislike you, they definitely gonna share it. You know, and that's what makes it go viral.
What I do, Lord?
Yeah, I'm just saying if I did it, that's how it works.
I know. I'm talking about the people that don't like me. Like what I do.
And I knew that, so I was just really running with that whole thing and just like consistency and this. I knew it. Like just. Would
you say that did make a name for you? And
oh yeah, in Milwaukee,
so it grew a platform, but it didn't elevate you to the level that you.
Yes, facts. Right. It grew a platform in Milwaukee, but that wasn't what elevated me to like that next level to where I was like, okay, now the world know me.
Yeah,
cheating ass Myron.
Say it again. I can't say it. cheating ASS Myron.
Yeah, cheating ass Myron was the over the top.
He got receipts. He got receipts.
But see, so my reason for even bringing that up is That's my phone.
Yeah, you popping.
Consistency.
You is popping.
Consistency is everything. So I feel like me
Let
doing
your ladies know this is my brother, okay? Do you know? Anybody got time? Don't be calling him. He all right. He coming in a minute. Go ahead.
No, but consistency is everything though. Right. Yeah. So I was doing those roasts and they were hitting. Then I felt like they was dying down. Because everything comes to an end at some point, unless you find a way to upgrade Wisdom. It. And I couldn't upgrade that. I didn't know no other way to roast people. Right. So it was like, okay.
And season.
Yeah, when that died, when it felt like it was dying, I didn't know what was next, but I just knew to stay consistent. So I was just I was just trying to make any type of skits I could, whatever. They wasn't really hitting like that. They wasn't going viral. It was still in Milwaukee to where they was like, oh, that was funny. They wasn't going. But then because I feel like because I stayed true to myself and continued to just make videos, not knowing what was gonna hit one day, that's how Cheating Myron was invented, because I was literally at my sister's house, sleep in her basement, and I woke up and I was like, hey, let's make this video with you. It's like a POV video, point of view. So you never seen her. So put me out the house with this big old dog and it was raining outside and follow me and make it seem like you put me out.
Right.
And I was walking outside in my drawers with this big old pit bull and an umbrella and socks. And she was in the car driving on the side of me, snapping on me, right? And we posted it. I posted it on social media. And the next,
it's real life situations that he be coming up with.
Yeah. And the next day it was at 1 million, right? So I'm like,
wow.
I said, dang, it's 1 million, right? So
wow.
I said,
and he be bold with it too.
Yeah. And so what I did was, because now I've been doing this content for a while, even though I wasn't nobody still didn't know me outside of Milwaukee to my knowledge. So I was looking at the video and I was reading the comments and they thought it was real. So I was like, oh, this is why I went viral.
There you go.
So I was like, it looked real. So I still didn't know at this point, I still didn't know what I had created, what I started with Cheating Myron. Right. I had no clue. I made like another video. It went viral. It went more viral than the first one. Like getting caught in the bed with my side chick baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the bed watching my side chick baby at my girl house while she at work.
Right.
She coming out to catch me. They thought that was
Tommy
real.
Over here just cackling.
Because it's crazy scenarios, right? And they put that on.
It's true.
That's the one that they put. That was my first video. They put that on Ridiculousness, on MTV Ridiculousness, right?
Oh, wow.
I had like 3 videos going there, but to sum it up, I was like,
shout out to them, Ridiculousness.
I was like so 3, 4, 5 videos in. They all was going 5 million, 6 million, 12 million views and stuff like that. Like, and I'm like, man, I still wasn't sure if I had found my niche yet. I'm like, man, maybe I'm getting lucky. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was just getting lucky because I'm like, people still don't know me. They just keep seeing these cheating videos. When I knew I was like lit is when my page got blocked. And I was like, I think I was about 7 videos in. Facebook blocked my page for 30 days. And I was so mad. I was like, oh, how they going to do that right now? I just started going crazy viral. 30 days. If I don't post nothing,
do you know what days, it was?
It was one. I don't remember.
Was
But
it a little cussing?
yeah, but no, it wasn't that because Facebook was easy then. Now today you can't do that. They'll get you. But back then you could put whatever on Facebook. But I was just like, I was hurt because I'm like, man, I just started getting this buzz. And if I said, there's no way with me just starting to get this buzz, if they block me, I'm blocked for 30 days. Yeah, they're gonna forget about me. That's a long time to not post nothing.
No,
so in the beginning they probably would have. Now they wouldn't. But I'm saying back then, this was the beginning. Nobody knew me yet. It was just viral videos at that moment. Wasn't nobody walking around. Yeah, my name wasn't Cheat Myron then. I was just the dude making videos going viral. So, and I was only 7. I'm gonna say at the most, like 7 videos in. So the reason I knew I was lit is because I made a backup page. Because I was like, man, I can't wait no 30 days. I'm finna make a backup page and make a new video. I made a backup page, a brand new Facebook page, and made a new video, like, you know, same concept, look real. And that went viral. And I was like 3 videos into that on that new page, and they all was like millions of views. And I said, oh, it must be my time now. Like you know what I mean? They shut that page down. I made a 3rd page and start posting on that page, and those videos was going viral. I said, that's when I prayed. I said, God, I know it's time. I said, it's my time now. So you making every video I drop go viral now, and I'm making 3 pages while I'm waiting on this page to get unblocked. You know what I mean? So I'm working off these 3 pages. Then my main page finally get unblocked, and I started posting on that again. And some woman that I never met in person in my life named Tamara from she was from Philly. She found me on Instagram. And I didn't even care about Instagram at the time. She was like, hey, I be seeing your videos go viral on Facebook. On Facebook. She said, I came here on Instagram, and it shocked me that you only got 1,200 followers because I was going so crazy on Facebook. She was like, you need to, first of all, she said, I do marketing and I can help you, and I'll help you for free because I believe in you. This is an angel. So she like, you need to clean your page up, take all the stuff off your page, and you need to take all your most viral videos that you recently did, and then your first 3 rows on Instagram need to be those videos. And you need to come up with a name that fits what you're doing. She was like, and basically after looking at all your videos, she said, you're basically a cheater. This is how my name, this is what she said. I said, I was never even thinking about none of that. I was just happy to go viral. So she gave me 3 names, and Cheating Ass Myron was one of them, which is my real name is in it. So I was like, Cheating Ass Myron. Switched my name to Cheating Ass Myron. She started showing me how to write captions and hashtags. And I was just going, like, it was like, it still wasn't going viral, but I remember I started getting like 1,000 views on there. Before I was getting like 2 and 3 views. So I was happy, like, I got 1,000 views. Yeah. And then I started getting 300 and some thousand views, right? And she started letting me run it all by myself. So now she disappeared for like a month, popped back up. My page, I wonder why my following ain't growing on Instagram, but all my videos was going viral, like 300,000, 400,000. So I'm happy about the views, right? Yeah. She was like, okay, I just came back to check on you. Your following ain't growing. Angel. She said, yeah. She said, your following not growing. I said, but I got all these views. She was like, it's because how you posting it. I was posting it like, my captions would be like, guy gets caught cheating on his girl. Guy gets this, guy gets that. So they don't know. It looks like a blog page. It looks like, how do they know this is me? Right. Like I'm the guy in the video if they just not getting put onto the page. So she was like, you have to go delete all those videos. And I said, it's gonna make my page. She said, no, you have to. Now, I bad as I didn't want to, I'm like, man, I don't know she talking about now.
Followed the advice.
Because I was thinking in my head, I said, I don't think this is a good idea. Delete these videos, man. My page got too much traction on it right now, man. My page with notifications every second. Like, and I'm like, I went to my page and I deleted it. Man, my page was so dry for like 2 weeks, dog. I said, I was at the crib steaming, man.
You had to have some faith.
And I'm glad I listened to her.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
She told me how to caption and stuff, and I came back, and the rest was history after that.
You are giving out so many tools, I'm just ask you,
sometimes you gotta listen, man.
Sometimes you gotta listen. Amen to the experts, all that good stuff. And the fact that she did that because she believed in you, which everybody on Team Myron do. Shout out to Team Myron.
I couldn't point her out today if she walked past me. I just know her name and she was from Philly. I could not be and
that's why you call her the angel.
Yeah, I could not point her out.
Absolutely. That's why you call her angel. Can you identify God in your life, just looking over the years of when he really showed up and, you know what I'm saying, pointed you in the right direction? I love God with all my heart. Again, I'm not a religious person. I'm a very spiritual person. And when I watch a lot of your videos, especially your videos with your son, especially your video with the babies, and I see you being such a good influence to them and a great role model to them. I can just feel that energy that love, that the spirit of love. I can feel that from you, that authenticity. Like I said before, that light, you can feel it in your videos. Not only that, but looking back, just from the roasting part, okay, because I probably don't know, I probably wouldn't have been part of that part now. I would have been ducking out like, anybody got time for this. But from that part to doing the skits as, cheating ASS Myron, because ain't nobody got time. But I was laughing at those too. He had his receipts. He was not playing no games.
Nah, yeah, I gotta bring them back.
To the videos with, you and the babies. I see the growth. I see the growth, and I see how things unravel in the midst of our journeys. And it's so beautiful. We can have a plan all day long, but sometimes we don't even know what God has for us and what that end result is going to be. And I truly believe God has so much more in store for comedian Myron Jewell, y'all. So absolute fact. So I do want to just go over just a few more things really quick. Cool. I know you got things to do, so you know what I'm saying. We're gonna let you go and do them things, because whoever calling you right now is not playing no games.
Man, I don't even know. Man.
You know who that is. Stop playing. Man, yeah, she's gonna be like, you know it was me.
Nah.
But how does it make you feel when you go up on that stage with that shirt off? All right. And you got all this laughter and love and, all the excitement from you simply just being you. They don't realize how much preparation you put into it. But how do you say, how does that make you feel? I remember Kevin Hart, talking about how I make him feel, the audience, the laughter and all of that. Like what comes alive in you?
Man, it's like your whole spirit, man. It's like you just feel joyful, you feel happy. Why? God. Because of just knowing, like, I never get cocky, I never get big headed. I stay very humble.
You do.
You know what I mean? And that's because of like getting the love from all these random people. To me, they're still supporters. You know what I mean? So I always want them to feel like family, like they have a connection with me. So that's why I don't like even coming here. I don't mind sharing personal business, because you want your people to support you, to feel like they have a personal connection with you if they don't ever physically ever get a chance to meet you, because they get to find out too, like, oh, he's really been through stuff, and to motivate them to
celebrate keep going with you, and and understand that this was and understand that this just didn't happen overnight. This was a journey. This was work. So when they see you celebrating something and a new accomplishment, they can, like you said, connect with it even more. They're even the more proud. Not only that, but people, like we said before, I'm very adamant about this. I'm very passionate about this. People who are in the situation that you were in as a youngin', as a youth, or even somebody that was just getting started, people in those positions now in whatever fields they're in, just to give them motivation. Like, hey, if you give up on you, that's you. Yeah. But if you keep going, you don't know where it's going.
If you give up on you, you can't expect nobody else to.
There you go.
Want nothing for you more than you want it for yourself.
Exactly. So keep going, y'all.
Definitely. Keep it feel and just keep going, because it's gonna feel great when you start seeing the reward for it, which is whatever. It depends on what you're doing. Like me, my reward is, like you said, people noticing me, people coming to shows, people watching my videos, because I know how hard I worked, how much work I put in. So to see results from that is all you want. Obviously, revenue starts to come with it after a while, but that just comes, with
it. But they're seeing your core. They're seeing your creativity. They're seeing you. So that's what's bringing them joy. It's literally a deposit of energy.
Facts. And I just tell people, when you first start stuff, man, just don't go right into it worrying about the money. Like, don't jump right into anything. So I need money, because now you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're not even focused on like perfecting your craft. At this point, you just feel like, oh, I do this, so I'm supposed to get paid.
And people can feel that.
Yeah, I can't pick a camera up today and start trying to record and then expect some money, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Anybody can pick a camera up and record, but can you record? If that makes sense.
Right.
I can pick it up, press record, and do this, but do I know how to record?
You gotta have an eye for
it. That's what I mean. Do you have an eye to get the right angles and to do the things so that when they watch it back, they like, like this it, versus just like, this trash. You got to learn, get good at whatever it is you do before you expect money, man. Tunnel vision, just stay locked in on whatever it is you is. Sometimes you got to get away from your closest friends, not to be mad at them, but just their journey isn't your journey.
And if they're your real friends, they're
They'll
going
be
to allow
around.
you that space to be
And
able
that's
to be in that
exactly what
tunnel
my
vision.
friends did.
Yeah.
I went tunnel vision on my friends. They were still kicking it, having fun. They living their life. I just wasn't doing it no more. They never felt no type of way. You acting funny, none of this. Even with me prospering to becoming who I'm becoming now, my friends don't be using me as a crutch or just always like, they just, you would think they don't even care because they don't be, they used to me. But my friends, these my same circle of friends I didn't have for years. So it's just like, that's Myron.
Right.
We proud of them. I know they proud of me.
Absolutely.
They say it a lot, especially when don't let them get drunk.
Ain't nobody got time, Lord. But that's when your people reveal, your support system. That's when they truly reveal who they are. And that's how you know who you can take with you, and all that good stuff. One thing I do want to highlight real quick and shine the light on, God created the universe, right? He also created the principles that are upheld within the universe. Intentionality is one of them. Our intentions are so important.
Thanks.
That's what fuels our desires. That's what fuels, the outcome, especially when your actions are in alignment with your intentions. So your intentions should not be monetary. Your intention should not be popularity. Your intention should not be those things. Your intention should simply be to, like you said, be the best you that you can be in whatever the field is. And use your gift to create life, to give life, to speak life. You're literally a deposit. You're a deposit everywhere you go. And that's how it should be. So we thank you, Myron, for being a deposit and telling us a little bit of your business today.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, so I appreciate you for, again, being a great role model to your son, the kids are around you and all that good stuff. And also teaching the people what to do in the situations when they are distracted, right? And they have a vision, they have a goal. You've provided so many steps of how to go along, on that path, to get to what God has for them. So,
thanks.
Yeah. So, do you? One of the things I'll say, one of the things that I love when we were talking personally is you kept bringing up certain celebrities, people that you kind of studied them, as we all should, right? You should study the people that are ahead of you, that's doing your craft. So you paid homage to them, basically. Is there any advice maybe that you've heard from, like, whether it's a celebrity or a friend around you that you kind of took heed to and really was just like, you followed that?
I mean, they pretty much all they tell you the same, when they will just
it sounds like they ain't play no games with you.
They're like
people's.
nah, they tell you just stay focused, keep going, man. Always be you, stay true to yourself. Right. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much what they were all saying at different times. Like just stay, you never switch up who you are for anybody, because who you are is what got you where you are.
Amen.
So don't switch up like once you get higher, like, oh, I'm not doing this no more. Like, you know what I mean? You just have to go. And then I remember I seen this quote from Steve Harvey. I never met Steve Harvey in person yet, but it was people. I think it said, and it's always stuck with me. It said,
that'll be a dream to me to meet Steve Harvey and his wife one day.
What it said? It said, why? What it said? I don't want to mess up the quote, but it don't say why. It say don't get paid $25 an hour to sit on $1 million dreams.
Ooh, powerful.
I seen that years ago, boy.
And
it was like I seen that was a meme. It was Steve Harvey quoted. It said that's exactly what it said. It said why get paid 25? Don't get paid $25 an hour to sit on $1 million dreams. And I was like, whoa,
powerful.
And that's because we all
stuck with you, huh?
Yeah, and the thing is, there's nothing wrong with people having a 9 to 5, but I feel like, me personally, I feel like everybody is born with a gift.
Yeah,
everybody just don't tap into that gift. Like I feel like we're all born stars in a way. Whether you're a painter, whatever it is you do, whatever it is you find out you do. Like a lot of people ignore their ignore their it factor.
Yeah.
Like I loved basketball growing up. I loved it. I loved playing basketball. But guess what? By the time I got to high school and I seen how hard them boys was working, I was like, this ain't for me. But I ain't never stopped being silly though. You know what I'm saying? I always been naturally silly. So that was really my gift. I just figured it out and I tapped into it. And it was like, why would I keep trying to play back? Because there's people out here that'll be doing things they really don't want to do. And the whole time they might be great at drawing. That's something. It sounds simple, but you know how much pain
Tommy is an artist.
Yeah. See,
yes.
And that's what you do, right? So why come like, and you can do other things like you do this. You know what I'm saying? But your heart probably is your drawing or whatever. You know.
Yes.
But some people might heart be drawing. They might just sit down when they get bored and like sketch something. You will see it like, who do this? Maybe like me. Like that's what you need to be doing. You out here selling weed. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Tell him, Myron.
Like you need to draw, man. Draw. Somebody need to see that. You need to just draw. Take some time out and draw, man. That's your craft right there, man.
So one thing that I noticed with you is that you stuck with being funny, which is competitive, but then finding a way to monetize it and finding a way to put yourself in front of people so they can see you. I think that's the hardest thing about people with their gift, like taking a gift and then you're good around the people. It's like not Star Search, but American Idol. Like somebody told them that they could sing and they go out there and start singing and like, who told you to come here and audition? You sound terrible. That little small circle of people who encourage you. Right. But they felt it was their gift too. And the people who have the gift think they sound like those people and scared to go out there and actually show people. So they don't want to do nothing. So like, I ain't doing that. I ain't going out there looking like that. But it takes the courage to go out there and say, I do this. This is what I do. Because you see other people do it well, and you compare yourself to those people instead of comparing yourself to yourself.
Facts. And that's all true, because even in the beginning of Myron, like becoming, Myron Jewell, like the comedian, I would see people go on stage and kill it before me. And I used to be like, I'm going to go back to him.
Right.
And I mean, if they did, look, it was like, if they did, it depends on how the crowd was. So if the crowd was like already tough and they go out there and they bomb, it make me nervous now. Cause I'm like, which I'm nervous before every show anyways. I always have butterflies until they call my name. It's just a natural thing. Yeah, but if I see somebody go out there that was supposed to do good, that I know, like, did he usually do good and he bombed, and then I'm supposed to go after him, and I see the crowd was kind of tough, then my heart used to be beating, right? Or if I went out there, man, and it's like sometimes I used to just go out there and not be like, it's just weird, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the crowd used to really, like, I used to let it like really scare me. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm watching you out there and like you're good, I know you're good. And I'm like, okay, he goes. Then I'm like, dang, I ain't messing with him.
Right.
And now I gotta go out and now, you know what I'm saying? It's like it messes with your head, and you go out there now because you all in your head. You're not at yourself. You're not at 100% Myron now. So now you're out there at 50% Myron. So you're not gonna do good.
So how do you combat that though?
I'm so confident. I just have a lot of confidence.
There we go.
I have confidence. So even if you go out there, it's like, that's him, that's not me. Right. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm finna go out here and give my all. If I go out there and give my all and they boo me or they say boom, I'm fine. I'm like, look, man, I hit him with everything I had. Yeah. I hit him with everything I had. But going on that stage, and it's just like playing basketball. I mean, if you go out there, you already nervous, and you as soon as somebody pass you the ball, you're gonna fumble it. Yeah. You ain't gonna want to. You just ain't ready to play because you're nervous. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to just be. Once you inside that box on that court, or once I get on that stage, it's like it's
your
go
domain.
time. It's go time. It's like I got control over how they receive me. You know what I mean? So
you control. You the master.
Yeah. So you just have fun, man, and just do you to the fullest, man. Don't let nobody. Can't nobody tell me I ain't funny. I don't. Somebody can walk up to me right now and say you're not funny. I'm like, it's showing different, and I know because I know. But the thing is that I already know I can't make everybody laugh. But everybody's not going to like me. Right. You get what I mean? That don't mean they hate me. I'm saying they're not going to like my style of comedy or what's going on. And I also know that people that do like me, they're not going to like everything that I put out. Right. You can say, Myron is hilarious. His videos. I'm sure I didn't put stuff out that both of y'all seen. It was like, just kept going. That's not hating. That's just like, I'm not feeling this one. I can't get mad about that.
A lot of your stuff is like, telling stories, it's storytelling too. So
yeah, and it's crazy because I be having fun. Like it don't even really be deep thought. Yeah. I just think of something and I just do it. And then you know how many videos I did that went viral, and I didn't realize how strong the content was until I started reading comments. And I said, I didn't even do that on purpose. I didn't even plant this here on purpose. Right. I really just did it. And they point out all the strong points of the video, and I'm like, that was a great idea that I just shot and didn't even have a clue.
I did that though.
That's great advice.
Oh, so yeah, I didn't have a clue, man. So it's I mean, it's a star. It's like a shining light on you, man. And even when I feel like stuff gets stagnant and you feel like, dang, I feel like, because it's you gonna be your biggest critic.
Yeah.
It still is like there's no quitting is not an option.
Yeah.
Nowhere near
quit,
option.
because if you quit on you quit on us. Man, we enjoy you, Myron.
Nah, quitting ain't an
we
option at all.
need you to keep going. So keep going. I told him before we get on this dating segment really quick. But what did I tell you, Lord? Oh, I told him that he needs to be, I could see him doing, what was it? The Urkel.
Urkel and Stefan.
I could see him doing the Urkel.
You want to see me be a nerd.
Yeah, do a little something for Shell. Okay, do a little something
be a
for
nerd.
Shell.
You like nerds? You just want to see somebody look like a nerd?
No, but I could see that character in you. You know what I'm saying? Not just the intelligence, the good. Maybe because I see you teaching. That's probably what it was. Because I saw you as a teacher in that one skit with your
my nephews and my sons.
Yes,
like
Myron Jewell.
Oh, instead of Mister.
Yes, Lord, y'all gotta go watch it for yourselves. That's
you seen that? That's funny, though.
Right,
Myrrh.
so maybe because I see you in that light, pointing,
all them words, man.
Pointing at that board, teaching these babies and providing humor and comedy to it.
They were, and I allowed them, just real quick, I allowed them to have free range to be who they are. Like they're not scripted either. I just like, look, I give them like, I'm finna give y'all these words. I'm saying them wrong. Y'all are smart enough to know. Only person I had to give like somewhat of a script to was my niece.
Your niece.
Because she's 7. So I told her, just agree. Anything I say, you just agree with me. Yeah. So they gonna be like, he teaching her wrong. You know what I mean? Because she agreed.
She said it's
Myrrh, not Mister.
My mom like Myrrh.
And I'm like,
put it in the sentence. My mom like Myrrh.
And I told her, I said, every time you say something, like whatever word I tell you, use in the sentence, so she wouldn't have to overthink. Because she's 7. I was like, just say my mom's like whatever, like like the word was like. Pigeon was pigeon was piggion. Reindeer was reinder.
All that good stuff.
It
was you waking them up for me. So how did of course, I admire the relationship that you and your son have. Of course, you're absolutely great father. It's very evident. But has that made y'all closer doing these videos together?
We were all, to me, I feel like every day we get closer just because, our bond is tight. And I never will feel like me and my son close as we need to get.
Right.
I feel like every time we around each other,
just like your content.
Yeah.
Right.
So I definitely do feel like that. And then it just feels great to have him a part of it. And he likes doing it. It's not like I'm forcing him to do it. He don't want to do it because then it wouldn't be fun for me.
Right.
Because it's like, I know I got to come on to do the video. And he like, then I'd be like, I'm forcing him. My whole family, and I honestly feel like this, and I've been saying this for a while, I feel like my family is going to be like my big thing because me, my nephew, my sister,
ignite.
Everybody, my son, it's like, I said, we are just a funny family in general, like, and they all with it. Like they're so proud of me.
I can see y'all doing a reality show.
That's what I said.
Hoping and praying that comes into fruition.
It's gonna happen.
Remember a sister, you know what I'm saying? Remember Shell.
It's gonna happen for sure.
Absolutely. I was gonna say Shelly Shell. Shelly Shell, Lord. But yeah, remember a sister for sure. But I absolutely can see that. I would enjoy that. And I think that would bless the people. Again, comedian Myron Jewell is single, ladies. Y'all know I'll be trying to auction off the good bachelors. He's very bold with his comedy. He's a great father, great friend, all those good things. I admire him immensely because of what he's overcome and just you pursuing your dreams and all that. But again, he's single. This is a whole grown man. Don't let him, his skits fool you. Don't let what he do on that stage fool you. He is looking for truly a good woman, a grown woman. He's very observant of the energy of a woman.
Definitely
and all of that. All of that good stuff. So ladies, just beware. Don't just treat him as a comedian. Understand there's a king, walking amongst you.
I already have to argue with women. They don't be believing me. I'm like, my age.
What you mean?
I just turned 38.
They be like, whole grown man.
Yeah, they be like, you what? I'm like 38. No, you ain't. You 30. I said, why would I want to be older?
He's older than me.
Why would I lie?
Okay.
That's why they was tripping when I did that. You seen that photo shoot I did for my birthday?
I seen the one for your son. I didn't see the one for you.
Yeah,
I gotta go look at that.
Let me show you real quick. It was funny.
Yes.
I did it and they put it on
Oh
Shade
Lord,
Room.
ain't nobody got time. Is that the one with the I saw it
With the pamper?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
I saw that
I was
one,
trolling because it was
Lord.
like,
But that is your natural personality.
That's
and your
what I
wife
said.
is gonna be a-okay with that. You
Listen
know,
what
but
I
she's
said
also
when I
gonna
did
treat
that.
you as a grown man because you are one.
When I
But she's
did
gonna love
that,
that too.
I told the photographer, I was like, the plan was to go take like a grown man photo shoot for my birthday.
That
You know
was
what
the
I mean?
plan.
That was the plan, right? I was like, let me go ahead and like get clean on some grown man stuff and take a picture. But I was like,
you want to be a baby one more time.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I know the lady's gonna be happy to see me. Like, dang, I didn't know you clean up like this. Because when I do skits, I don't really care about being dressed. Hair don't gotta be cut. I just be random. I'm not trying to be eye candy.
You're supposed to be in a moment.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna do like get all GQ and just be clean, right? So then a day passed. My birthday was in like 4 days, and I thought that. Then like a day passed, and I hit up the photographer. I said,
happy
dog,
belated birthday.
Thank you, appreciate you. I was like, man, I got to do something funny, man. I said, I don't want to just take no regular photo. I said, they ain't going to get the reaction that I want. It's going to get a lot of likes from women. They're going to be like, oh, he clean, but I want like a roar.
Yeah.
And he was one who, shout out to Tilly, man. Tilly was like, man, you should, he said, you should take a picture in a pamper, dog. He said, you always got your shirt off.
Tilly, why you shouting out Tilly? He talk about.
Yeah, he said, you should take a picture in a pamper, man, and then caption it like born again. But even though I didn't use that caption, I came up with something else. And I was like,
I love it.
But then I thought about it. I said, you got them numbers? I said, I'm going to put my age out there too. And then he was like, get some blue balloons, you know what I'm saying? And just be in a diaper, that's it. People don't know that we were so uncomfortable doing that because I was just in a Pampers. But it literally only took like, Tilly literally just was like that. It probably
took a couple shots.
Man, it probably wasn't even, it felt like 5 minutes, but I guarantee you it was like 2 minutes because I just went and stood. I said, you ready? He said, you ready? I'm like,
wait, it was in a studio, right? Or
yeah,
okay.
A studio. I went into the other thing. No, I went into the other he had like a bathroom in the back there. And I went in because I had on
I did see it.
Shorts under that big old pamper. I just rolled the shorts up. Right, but it still felt weird. Like it felt weird in a pamper posing for another man to take pictures of you.
But you gotta
that felt awkward. He felt awkward.
Solid within yourself to do certain type of comedy. You gotta look at Medea in a dress and all of that. Solid
I ain't doing
as
that.
a man. But just saying,
I know.
You gotta be solid
within
yourself.
I'm not against that. I just ain't wearing no
just
dress.
Like you solid going up on stage with your
I don't
shirt
mind
off.
having my shirt off. I don't mind being in a pamper and stuff because I know.
Don't say we ain't gonna cut this clip up. Thomas, I don't mind being in a pamper now.
No, I don't. No, I'm saying I don't like for because it's fun and funny, and I know I'm skinny as hell, so I know the image of how I look more than you know how I look. So if I know how goofy I look, I'm like, they gonna see exactly what I look. I'm laughing at myself. And I knew that when I did this video, I said all the people that personally know me, they're gonna crack up like dude crazy. I said, but the goal is to make this picture go viral. I said, if this picture goes viral, the people that don't know me, now they know me, or at least they see my face, and they gonna talk crazy.
Understand?
He didn't see that. I didn't care. I said, listen, man, all publicity is good publicity. The only publicity I don't want is publicity that I don't,
Of course, of course. And there's a way to do it.
You get what I'm saying? That's the only publicity I wouldn't want for somebody to put on me. And it's not, for me, I'm saying, but I just doing that, like somebody talking bad about me. Like if I made a video and it was a fake video and went viral
within yourself, so that wouldn't even matter. Like you said,
but
what type of feedback it get. But it's the message for me, the born again. It's the message for me.
Forgot what I changed the caption to, but it was still, that was basically what it was, like born again. Like I'm grown, like I'm a kid at heart all day, but I'm a grown man. So I know
your wife gonna love it.
Yeah, I know when to turn it on and off.
Exactly.
Who wants to be around a guy like me? My personality has never failed me with getting women. That was one of my biggest traits outside of like whatever else they like.
Because she can see, beyond the comedy side of you, but she can see the man. I certainly see.
That's what happens. Like
not just Babe and Myron.
People see you on social media and they see how the people that don't know you, they see how goofy you are. One thing that they love is like when people finally meet me in person, like a woman or something. If I do a comedy show or something like that, I'm silly on stage, of course, but when I get off stage, I still have great energy, but I be chill. I be like vibing. They be like, I thought you played all day. I said, no, I'm grown. I don't just run around screaming and jumping around all day. Like,
but I do believe
so it shows my balance.
Yes, exactly. I do believe that's what your queen is going to be attracted to. She's going to be attracted to the funny. But just like me, we see that balance. We see the king, we see the man, we see the father. The father, Myron. I know your son be laughing at them photos.
Yeah,
So
his friends, it'd be crazy, man. Yeah,
but understand there's a plan to all of that. You know, there's a reason for it. So I just wanted to identify some of those reasons. You know, I thank you for coming today to teach the people.
Man, most definitely,
Yes,
man.
and giving us just a little a piece of you. You know what I'm saying, and truly painting a picture of the holistic Myron Jewell, not just the comedian, because there's so much more to you, and we're so proud of you,
man,
and we on your back. Okay, Team Myron. Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder. She's gonna be calling it Thunder now.
All of that.
Took her the whole show to finally call it Thunder.
all of that. So do you have anything else that you just wish to share with the people today? And again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you being here.
You know, most definitely thank everybody for supporting me. Continue to support me,
Team
man.
Myron.
It doesn't go unnoticed. I do have things on. I got a movie coming
up, Myron? What's coming up?
First Day Out is that's coming out. They still ain't gave me. They keep telling me the date ain't came, but I shot it last year. It's a movie though. It's done. First Day Out. I got another movie coming out called Departments. It's called they call it Departments. You know, we say apartments in Milwaukee.
Okay.
We shot in Atlanta. It's like me. It's one of T.I. films. He personally handpicked me for this. T.I. did like a phone call from T.I. to my phone to do this. It's like me, DC Young Fly, Lil Duval, Carlos Miller. It's a lot of, you know what I mean? A lot of people, Erica Duchess, you know, you don't want to leave out no name, Tyler Chronicles, Ronnie Jordan. It's like, these are people, I know you might know some you don't, but all of those people are like next level, big time. So to even be in the same areas and people, you know.
Yes.
I got it's something on Amazon Prime, another movie called Day After Quarantine. It's been on there for a while. The other one was called Scammers. These are on Amazon Prime. Tubi, you also can see me on. I did Mama D's Royal Love Affair. I was on her. You know, she had a dating show.
Mama D.
You know, Scrappy Mama. She had a dating show, and I was one of the daters.
What?
It's on Tubi. If you go on Tubi and type in Mama D, man, they was hitting me up like,
I
what?
can see that.
Royal Love Affair. And shout out to Mama D, because I was handpicked as also, you know, she wanted me to just come be me.
Yeah.
She was a fan of, like, you know, my work, and she was like, just come on, be you. She said, and if these niggas say anything, tell on them. Them was her exact word. You know what I'm saying? So I was just there for comedy comfort. I did do I did, crazy thing is I did Divorce Court. The episode ain't out yet. I don't know when it's gonna air.
Hell no.
I did that in Atlanta. I did Divorce Court, so I'm just waiting on that episode to air. So that's gonna be funny, man.
Yeah, love it.
So yeah, man. Just I'm so bad. It's so much more stuff. I don't want to be sitting here thinking. So I don't know. I had to come back for the second time because I'm so terrible.
Back, Myron.
I need to start writing down. And I say that every time I'm done with a podcast. So I'm like, I gotta start writing down all my accolades.
Look at Brandon in here too.
Come
back. Come back.
Just,
so many great things. You know, so many great things.
It's a lot of stuff,
from
man.
a great person.
Just be able to look out for all my new content with my family, man. I'm gonna start something that's gonna be called. I don't know if I'm gonna go the family Jewels, but I think I'm gonna say the Jewell family because all our last name Jewell. It might be just caption the Jewell family, and then just that's what you're gonna see, like me, my son, my niece, my nephew, my sister, and do that because it's our name, you know. So
I like just, the family.
I'm still so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna say Jewels, like the Jewell family or family Jewels. I like family Jewels, but it can't be the family Jewels. Sound a lot more. You think so or what?
I think
yeah.
Okay,
I felt that.
See,
I felt it
instead of just saying the Jewell family.
There's meaning behind it.
Kind of thing.
Facts.
It's meaning.
So family Jewels, and then and it's like you just figure, you know, you'll see, man. It's gonna be lit, man.
I'm excited about it. I'm Team Myron.
I just don't got time to wait on nobody. Like, you know what I mean? Like people, I ain't waiting on no network to come pick me up. I create my own network and then just let them see it. And then if they make the right offer, if I want to do it, but I can't wait around.
And that's great advice for the people. Invest in you.
Go
keep
get
going. Exactly. Go
and
get it. Go get it.
Shout out to Country Wayne. He the king of that, boy. That man eating, boy. He ain't waiting on.
Paying homage.
Yeah. Bet on yourself. Invest in yourself. And continue to prosper.
If somebody wanted to be on Team Myron like I am and become one of your subscribers or listen and watch your content, where do they go?
my name is Myron Jewell on everything. So if you MYRON JEWELL, that's on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I got a website. I had the website made before I decided to switch my name back to my real name. So the website is still www.cheatingasmyron.com because that's what that was my name.
Receipts, y'all. He got his
that was my
receipts.
name. So the website is still that, but that website is up too. So if you need to, keep up with tabs on me or anything like that as well. So
we definitely keeping up tabs with you, and we definitely rooting for you and celebrating you in the process. Myron, thank you so much for being here with just little old Shell today.
Like
little old me.
Yeah. Just like that,
and
man.
Myron Jewell,
man. If you look out, man, I'm gonna start a podcast with my son. I definitely want to start a podcast with my son. I was thinking it, but I just don't have a name for it yet because I don't know if I want to call it. And I'm saying this to y'all because you never know who people can give ideas, you know. But I didn't know if I want to say because his name is Makai, my name is Myron. Myron and Mac don't sound right. It could be Mac and Myron, or I thought of that, but
I like
also
Mac and Myron.
I like that too. But then I thought about what if I come up with a name that just stands on like a strong, the meaning of it. When it's just said together, is like just a strong black father and his son, like represent like a strong, like a strong black father taking care of his son. Because I'm not the only one out here. I'm just shedding light on this on us. It's a lot more of us. They think it's not, but it's a lot of us to take care of our kids. I just got a platform to be able to show it.
Right.
So I was thinking that, but I don't know what name or nothing. So we don't have to come up with nothing now. But if you just think of something one day, like, hey, but it just has to represent like strong black men and young black boys. Like, you know what I mean? It don't even,
Yeah.
I'll definitely think of some things. Did you ask your son and see what was in his heart? Because that might even
see. I asked my son stuff, and he played ball and he got work. So he'd be like, all right, and he put in his notes, and then he never say nothing.
Just kind of come.
I know he locked in because he be having practice and stuff.
Motivation.
So so I don't
But that's another thing that I respect so much about you: the fact that you're able to balance following your dream. And being such a great father. A lot of people turn their backs on their families, but you've included them with the vision.
That's why my blessing is.
That's why I respect you, Myron.
I really feel
respect
like my
you
big
so
blessing
much.
is my family.
Not just your craft, but who you are as a person and the role model that you are to your peers.
And I appreciate that so much.
We appreciate you. Thank you for being that. Thank you for rising to that and then being that type of example for the people. That's what I appreciate, so thank you for shining your light. You are a light everywhere you go. Again, ladies, he's single. So watch the content, enjoy the laughs. He's out here healing the world with joy. Facts. We appreciate him for it. Thank you so much, Myron.
I appreciate y'all for real.
Thank you for being here. I am Team Myron, y'all. And this has been Shine Your Light Podcast. He said he's coming back. So we will see y'all soon. Maybe he'll play the dating game show. We'll see.
That'll be funny.
Yes. Let's do it. So
I'll do it.
Let's do it. He said it on camera. So thank y'all for joining us today. We'll see you soon. Until next time. Bye.